Здравствуйте, меня зовут Аккасынова Жамиля Кажыгалиевна. Я PhD, старший преподаватель кафедры информатики и информатизации образования Казахского национального педагогического университета им.Абая. Я очень рада, что представленная мной видеолекция была высоко оценена членами комиссии, и я заняла первое место на региональном этапе республиканского конкурса «Панорама педагогических идей». Благодарю Центр повышения квалификации УРЛЕ по городу Алматы за представленную возможность. Я, как молодой специалист, считаю, что такие мероприятия очень нужны, так как они позволяют демонстрировать себя, свои идеи, а также обмениваться опытом с другими и непрерывно повышать свою профессиональную компетентность. Предлагаю вашему вниманию видеолекцию по дисциплине информационно-коммуникационной технологии, которая читается на английском языке для студентов всех специальностей высших учебных заведений.
Hello students, let's start today's lecture. Lecture number 7. It is about networks and telecommunications. Today we are going to consider a network and the history of the internet. Next part of today's lecture is devoted to considering email, DNS, URL, and www concepts. Then we will consider types of networks. At the end of our today's lecture, we will consider networking devices. Let's start with the concept of network. A network is a group of two or more computer systems linked together. Suppose you have a personal computer and laptop at home. You can connect these computers to the network, and it allows sharing information, data, as well as sharing computer devices like printer or scanner. It means that there is no need to buy a new printer or scanner for your laptop. You can use these computer devices in a shared form. The internet is the largest network. It connects millions and sometimes billions of computers from all parts of the world. The network can be categorized into wireless and wireless types. Let's say some words about the history of the internet. The history of the internet is closely connected with the project called ARPANET, which was created by the United States Department of Defense in 1969. The initial purpose of the project was the usage of the net by military personnel in emergency situations. Electronic mail, or in short email, is one of the popular services of the internet. It was developed by Ray Tomlinson in 1971. It was the first program for sending electronic mail over the internet. Why did Ray Tomlinson offer to use @ to separate login name and host name? He explains this with the fact that @ was rarely used at that time, so he decided to make it popular. Another interesting question: how computers communicate on the internet? It is known that the internet connects millions and billions of computers from all parts of the world, and how these computers do understand each other, how they communicate with each other. It is implemented due to a protocol. Here, protocol is a set of rules for efficiently transmitting data from one network to another. Each computer on the network has its own IP address. It is unique for each computer. It means that IP address of the one computer cannot be repeated for another computer. IP address can be represented in a decimal dotted format. It consists of 4 decimal numbers which are separated by dots or periods. Web browsers interact through IP addresses, and it is inconvenient for users, to memorize IP addresses. And solution for this problem is the usage of domain name system, abbreviated as DNS. Tim Berners-Lee is one of the famous scientists in the field of computer science. He is the owner of Turing Award, which is the highest award in the field of IT. When he was 30 years old, in 1989, he created the first web page. Many people confuse when they ask, are the World Wide Web and Internet the same? Some people say that yes, they are the same, they can be used interchangeably, they are synonyms. At the same time, another part of people think that they are different, they cannot be used interchangeably. So remember that the internet and the World Wide Web are not the same, they have differences. On this slide, there are given basic types of network: local area network, metropolitan area network, and the wide area network. Also, other types of networks available. The current slide represents these types of networks. It is also important to say about networking devices, which are used to connect computers to the network. First networking device is a hub. Hub is used to connect multiple network hosts and exchange data within a local area network. One of the essential features of the hub is that it can filter data. For example, this computer sends information to this computer. When information comes to the hub makes a copy of that information and sends that information to all computers connected to the network. Switch is another networking device which is used to connect multiple network hosts and exchange data within a local area network. It looks like a hub, but the difference is that switch is more intelligent than a hub. It can filter data. For example, when this computer sends information to this computer, when the information comes to the switch, it filters data and sends that information to the addressed computer. It is implemented due to the ability of switch to store MAC address or physical address of devices. So switch has faster speed than hub, and it provides data security. Router is a networking device which is responsible for routing traffic from one to another network based on their IP addresses. It is a networking device which modulates and demodulates a digital signal into an analog signal and vice versa. And the last networking device is a repeater. It is an electronic device that amplifies the signal it receives. In other words, it makes it stronger. So today's lecture is over. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.